How's it going, guys? In this video, I'll be taking you through day 4 of my training plan, capping week 1, and this is the close grip incline bench press. So we're doing 5 sets of 5, starting off at 60 kilos, and then every set after this, I'll slowly build up to my last and final set of 80. So I was taking little jumps. I kind of wanted to stay as close to 80 kilos as possible just so I can keep the intensity relatively high as opposed to taking big jumps, which what I usually do. But this time around, I thought, you know what, let me just spend a bit more time with the movement, hone form, um, and just slowly start to build confidence up and build more of bit of a, I don't want to say too much of an aerobic capacity, but just work in a threshold that's again gonna challenge me each and every single set. So I was really happy with how things went. Every set felt really good, very fast off the chest, um, and no troubles at all. Like this exercise for me in the past was literally my nemesis. I've always struggled with the incline bench press. I just feel like the moment that bench slightly goes anything beyond flat is just like my kryptonite. So I'm really happy that now I can kind of comfortably lift within the 80s and the 90 kilos. The most I've actually done was 120 kilos for, it was supposed to be a set of 3. I managed 2 and then had a little rest before squeezing out another rep. And even then, like I felt like it was manageable to do 3, but I just didn't like the speed in the second rep, so I decided to cap it. And then so this is my last set of 80 kilos, 5 reps, and as you can see, very, very doable. Then we move over to the seated shoulder press. So in all my training days, I always have 2 main lifts. So I have the lift that I'm looking to improve on in competition, and then I'll have an exercise that directly helps me with that lift, or at least work on my weaknesses or whatever it may be. So in this case, we have the seated shoulder press, and shoulder presses have been something that isn't that apparent in my training. um I've had the luxury of working with a few coaches in the past, and it's kind of dependent on how they feel, and I've based my opinion on how important the shoulder press is based on that. But I found recently that when my shoulder presses go up, um, there is a bit of a correlation, or I guess a carryover, I should say, rather, to my bench press, where like I just lock out so much more better now. Generally, my weaknesses in the bench press is lockout. So I'm really quick off the chest, but then when it comes to just those last few inches to then complete the movement, I always get stuck. And I've found that since I've been doing the shoulder press, I feel a lot more assured that I'd get to lockout. And I find myself working through that sticking area so much more better now. So let's see how I improve in this movement. Let me go on to the accessories, where this was the second upper body session. I started prioritizing other movements, still trying to work the same muscle groups as I would on an upper body day, generally back, shoulders, tricep, and bicep. But it was just different variations of each exercise to still, maximize the amount of effort that I can put in. So that concludes week 1. Again, week 2, another big week, progressing. So far, so good. Want to try and keep that momentum going. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.